efficient jobs. All the new buildings have to be energy efficient. We have to use less energy. Anybody know where we're getting these lights from right now? Coal.
Windmills.
Windmills. So, windmills are green. And we're trying to get there. Most of the places on the other part of the country are getting it from coal, but not California.
Don't we use water to make energy?
Absolutely. I'm going to get to that. That's green too. So those are the two green ones. The coal is the bad one, and it's killing us. But California gets natural gas. And they get it from drilling. They call it fracking. And they drill into the atmosphere. And they send it to SMUD and PG&E, natural gas. But what we'd rather be doing is windmills to create energy. They call it renewable energy. And water. They got big turbines in the ocean pushing to create energy. And then solar or sun. We can create light through solar, right? And then, anyone know the last one?
Oil?
Close. We can create oil by converting trash. We can create oil. It's called hydrogen fuel cells. Hydrogen fuel from trash.
Yeah.
Okay? So, when I go to construction, all the new buildings have to be energy efficient. The windows, they have to be airtight. Because when we're sending up air, when we're doing like air conditioning or heating, and it's going through the windows, it's got to work harder and harder, which means we got to get more natural gas, which means we got to drill more, which is killing us. So all the new construction, the older cats don't know about this stuff. They're aging out. They don't know about LEED, L-E-E-D. All the new buildings have to be LEED certified. And that stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. That's the construction piece. Manufacturing, they've got something called green chemistry. And some of the work that we're doing at our lab, our computer lab, is manufacturing. This is how we do it. We'll have someone draw something, and then they'll put it up on the computer. All right, it can be animation, or it could be any type of thing. And then what we do is put it on a 3D printer, and we'll make it. It could be this right here. But that's going green. Okay? Manufacturing, so we're doing it ourselves, and then the utility companies. Oh, so I used to use this other example about manufacturing, just so we all can relate a little bit better. You guys all know Pharrell. Pharrell, we all know Pharrell. Pharrell, what does he do? He produces music. Yeah, that's not all he does. That's not all he does. Pharrell, yeah. Pharrell, he also makes T-shirts out of plastic bottles. Out of plastic bottles. He has a company that does that. That's going green. That's recycling. Later I'll show you guys this video that shows what happens to our plastic bottles. It's killing us. Alright? It's polluting the atmosphere. And then utilities, you guys know what utilities are?
Yeah.
What's utilities?
Like
Huh? That's
Like bills and stuff, or like water, cable, things like that.
and for what we're doing, that's what utilities are. You're correct, but for what we're doing here is what he's talking about. It's SMUD, the Sacramento Municipal Utilities District, and PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric. So when we, in order to get this electricity, it has to go through a utility company. And because we're going green, because we're doing more wind, water, solar, and trash, utility companies are hiring more people who know this stuff. It all goes back to potential jobs for you guys if you want to get into it. At Green Tech, we do the computer coding, we do the agriculture, we do some construction, we do tours. I'm missing one thing, I'm always missing one. Solar, we do solar training. So, Romani, can you read on the first page where it says, why go green? It says the number 1 right there. Why go green? And then read from 1.
To reduce the rates of cancer, asthma, birth defects, which have risen in the past few decades, such as the following.
children diseases resulting from harmful chemicals taking out of alarming or taking take account of alarming increase in flu, allergies, and chemical sensitivity. Air pollution is responsible for many health issues such as asthma, as well as environmental issues such as acid rain and temperature fluctuation. Pesticide use is not the only health-related problems associated with environmental problems.
Antibiotics? So you had antibiotics, for example, milking cows. Where you at?
Additives.
Yeah, additives to beef, chicken, or other animals raised for food often contain antibiotics. For example, milking cows are regularly treated with antibiotics, but must be free of those drugs before the milk can be collected to market.
Okay, all right. Okay. So, can you read number 2 right there?
To reduce global warming, which is caused by pollution, carbon dioxide, and unhealthy food consumption. The first concerns facing those living in the world today are major environmental ones. Toxins have leached out of industry facilities and factories into water supplies such as streams, rivers, and into the oceans. Formed in city runoffs create freshwater pollution that eventually finds its way to agriculture. Fertilizer runoff enters a local water table. The contaminated water can no longer be used. Marine and aquatic life have suffered as a result of these poisonous chemicals contaminating ocean beds, wetlands, and marshlands. Once a healthy food source, seafood, and fresh water fish are often dangerous to eat due to mercury and other harmful and deadly chemicals in randomly tested fish and seafood.
Okay. To reduce carbon dioxide, CO2, which is caused by the following: high emissions from generating energy, electricity manufacturing plants, cars and all methods of transportation, burning coal and power plants, extracting fossil fuels from the earth. Air pollution is still a significant problem, even with emissions control and factory burning regulations. That very last sentence at the bottom, air pollution is still a significant problem, even with emissions control and factory burning regulations. That is an issue because I always tell the story about when I was a little kid. I would ride in the backseat of my car with my parents, and we'd be driving into from South LA into downtown. And you could see this black smoke just lingering over the city. LA was the worst. And I say was the worst because they've been doing these emissions and factory burning regulations, and it's gotten a little bit better, but it's still bad. And it's going to take decades before it's really all cleaned up. China is the worst right now. And now they got international agreements to make it better. India is pretty bad, and the United States is pretty bad as well. So, finally, page 3, solution, construction. Design sustainable building that is energy efficient to be healthy for the people who live or work in them, and to reduce pollution and waste. Determine how much energy all buildings are using. Implement measures to reduce energy in all buildings, residential, commercial, schools, churches, etc. One time at the school that we have over in Oak Park, we had our students, and we paid them, we had them go in and do what we call an energy audit. Thank you. All right, cool. Do you have one?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yep. We had the students do an energy audit. Anybody know what an energy audit is? So, in order to do, we also have them weatherize. So before you weatherize, weatherizing means making sure that the leaky windows are no longer leaky, the doors are no longer leaking, that there's insulation that's good inside the walls.
What do you mean by leaking?
Leaking. So air coming in or air going out of these windows. It's not airtight, right? That means leaky. And so we do an energy audit to determine how much energy and electricity that the building is using. Because that's money out of your pocket. That's money out of your parents' pocket. That's money out of your pocket. You want to do an energy audit, and they're paying people to do the energy audits now, especially the utility companies. And you can start your own business doing that kind of work too. Because someone, I use the example of Oak Park, Meadowview, Del Paso Heights, them buildings are old. And folks are sitting there living in there and they turn that heater on. It's cold in here still. Because no one's gone in and done an audit to determine where the leaks are. And no one's gone in and do the weatherization to seal it all and save some dough. Okay? And now so you can start your own business going into the hood and saying, you know what, I can help you save some money. You got to pay me, but I can help you save some money. All right? And we can put a solar panel on your roof and save you a whole lot of money. Transportation, remove high pollution emitting vehicles from highway and replace with alternative fuel vehicles, including hydrogen fuel cells, electric, hybrid, and fuel converted from waste. Utilities, increase the use of renewable energy such as sun, solar, energy, wind, turbines, water, waste. Does anybody not have one of these? Yeah, it is hot in here. I'm getting ready to stop. It is so hot. It's burning up. We're almost done. Manufacturing, green manufacturing follows a cradle-to-cradle model. Anybody know what cradle-to-cradle means?
Like jump, like from one thing to another.
Sort of. You guys ever heard of, you guys listen to Tupac, man?
Yeah.
Heard of Cradle to Grave? Does anyone know what Cradle to Grave means?
I kind of do.
Tupac got a song called Cradle to Grave. No, I'm not going to sing it. But there's a term called cradle to cradle, and it's an official term in manufacturing. And basically, cradle to cradle means if we build something, that we don't put it into the dump so that it can create pollution, that it's cradle, like birth, or like baby, to cradle, meaning it never dies. Okay? So we can melt it down and recycle it or rebuild it again. Manufacturing, that's what they're doing now, is cradle to cradle, making sure that we're not increasing the amount of pollution that we're putting into our dumps. Where materials from outdated models become an input to the production process. Create merchandises with cleaner processes such as green chemistry, 3D printing, and recyclable materials. These are entrepreneurial opportunities. We manage our environment, we preserve the air, the water, the land, we redevelop our infrastructure to be sustainable and efficient. We develop small business enterprises, considering environmental development. When the first day Dearness came to work with Green Tech, he came in and sat in on a class, and he heard us talking to the students, your age, about how to create a business plan. If any of you are thinking about starting your own business, you know, a lot of us just jump out there and do it. But if you want to do it the right way, start with a business plan. Hang out with Green Tech and we'll tell you how to do that. A lot of people will give you money. You can get money to start your own business, but you got to have a business plan because they want to know how you're going to make it happen. Become self-sufficient, sustainability, and healthy, prosperous living by reducing your individual carbon footprint. And finally, the truth is that everything we do every day has an impact on our planet. That's good and bad. The good news is that as an individual, you have the power to control most of your choices, and therefore the impact you create. From where you live, to what you buy, to what you eat, and use the light in your home, to where or how you vacation, how you shop, you have the power, okay? So, let me ask somebody, what are the 5 elements of Green Tech? Anybody?
Honestly, that's new to me.
Okay, all right. I'll try another one.
Isn't it solar? Wait, is that what? I'm not talking about the right thing?
You are talking about the right thing.
Okay.
But somebody already gave the right answer, sort of. They didn't finish. But go ahead. Please finish. No, you're right. Go ahead. Let me hear you.
I don't even remember all of them.
Okay, all right. All right, let me move on to the next question, and we'll come back to that one. Can someone, by a raise of hands, I want someone to answer the question, why go green? Mine is first.
To save the earth.
To save the earth?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we won't die off from all the pollution and stuff.
Wow.
Good answer. That's a good answer. Good answer. You want the GameStop card or the Target card?
Well, I need that GameStop.
Oh.
I've been planning on, I was just thinking about, yeah, I gotta get that cord too. You,
It's a hard one. What does lead? What does lead stand for? LEED.
Lead, lights.
Leadership.
Leadership, environment.
You helping them out.
I know, like, you got one and you got one. There's two more. That's a hard one.
Hold on.
Lead, right?
Lead, LEED.
Think of E words.
Environment.
Okay, yeah.
The last one was design.
Is it that's what
That's the D.
leadership, environmental
Advanced?
Design.
design.
Well, she helped you.
Yeah.
That don't count. You already won. But that was right.
I just told you the D.
That was right. That was right.
What was the A though?
I even
But since she helped and you already won one, we're going to the next one.
Two E's.
Okay, so
What is global warming?
I saw him over here.
That's right.
I don't even know.
I saw this one second.
It's getting when like it's a lot of smoke in the air and it's making the sun, like you know how the sun will burn us if we don't have the stuff around. Yeah, and it when that's messing up.
It's close. It's close. What was your answer?
There's a lot of CO2.
A lot of CO2. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. So can you help me out?
Right.
Can you get his name
Right.
and Austin's name? Okay.
I would have their name, they signed in the sign sheet. I don't know if they
Okay.
did it.
I did it.
See. Why didn't you?
Because I thought already sent me it already know.
It's just a sign sheet for
No.
every Tuesday.
No, we need you to always sign your name. But make sure you get these two guys' names.
Cold area.
Okay.
I know you
I'm gonna ask one more time.
That's me.
What are the 5 elements of green tech?
transportation, environmental management, construction, manufacturing, and utilities.
Damn. It's right there. I didn't know that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean,
I feel like enough.
I mean,
like 3 times.
So next week, we're gonna talk about salaries. We're gonna talk about more money next week.
Trying to go have one.
Does anybody like basketball? Go to basketball games? Just 2, 3? Okay. All right. Well, next week, we're gonna do salaries, and we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna ask some questions, whatever. And if someone's interested and they want to go for it, we'll get them to a Kings game for next week. So, the game will be next Wednesday. I'll be here on Tuesday. If you guys are interested, we'll figure it out. Okay? All right. So, otherwise, thank you for your attention. You guys did do good today. All right. Give yourselves a hand.